So how did you get into writing? How did you become an author in the first place? And then we'll gradually move into running.
Okay. So you would be surprised, but running and writing happened quite, together for me.
Oh.
And also surprised that, you are a techie. I mean, I'm a techie. I'm a BE in computers and a postgraduate in marketing. I was working in the software industry for 12 years. In 12th standard, I scored 100% in physics, chemistry, and mathematics. All
That's
the three
crazy.
subjects, 100%.
Yeah.
We were doing so well. And anyone who goes and checks my LinkedIn profile, they would be like, you were in a scientist kind of role. Okay, believe me, it is true that I was in an individual contributor kind of role, applying for patents, whatnot, in 12 years in software industry. And then suddenly I thought, no, I was not happy. Suddenly I realized I'm not happy, I'm not satisfied. In spite or despite of having a very high paying job. Being with Juniper Networks, Marvel Semiconductors, they're the best paymasters.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
And somehow I realized I'm just conforming to the society. Okay, this is not what I want to do. Okay? Again, the next decision I took was quit my job and started my own startup. Again, I conformed to what everyone expected me to do. Okay, techie, geeky. What is the next obvious step? You're going to start your own startup, okay, and then earn millions. That's what I took up that step. Right. Again, conforming to whatever everyone wanted me to do. Of course, I love creating stuff and I'm passionate about leading things, but that didn't work out. Okay, we did pitch our idea to several venture capitalists, VCs, and VCs were actually ready to pump in funds, but there was some mismatch in the number of shares they wanted. I mean, the percentage of shares they wanted, and we were not ready to part with 50% or 70% of the company, okay, at such a low investment. So, that didn't happen. And today, when I look back, I think I'm happy that didn't happen and it failed. And I was like pushed into depression for a year, anxious. If you see my career and, before I became an engineer, I was like fantastic. So I never failed. Okay? Right. I was always scoring 100. So I didn't know how to handle failures and it was like a bummer. Right. It was like, something I didn't know how to handle. Okay? And I was bold that time, clean bold. And I was, next few months when my startup failed and we realized that we are not going ahead because we have burnt all the cash we had and we cannot just keep pumping in money. Correct. And because it was not giving back. And few months I was just lying on the bed and watching the ceiling fan and I was just crying for no reason. Okay? Everybody in the house was like, big deal. Okay? Right. Even my husband was my partner, so even he had failed. Like both of us had failed, but he took it very sportingly. Whereas for me, it was like end of world. Okay? It was like I failed in 12th, or it was like I didn't get admission to the college I didn't want to, and I had all those bad thoughts that I have failed, and that's when it was like a realization sort of that what exactly I want to do. That failure actually helped me understand what is it that you want to do, okay? And I reflected, started reflecting what exactly I love to do. And that's when I realized I love to read books, okay? Right from my childhood, I was always called a bookworm. And people had labeled me bookworm. And I was like, let me restart reading books. See, I always had that door open to go back to jobs. Correct. But that decision was clear that I'm going to build something on my own, okay? Much like your friend Sanjay, okay? We had the similar, decisions. And the reason for decisions also similar, that we want to build something on our own, we want to get identified by our own work. We want to make our own brand. So that's when I realized, no, I'm not building someone else's dream. And I want to build something on my own. And probably you would also, relate to this. That's when I said, no, I'm not going back to job. I want to burn that bridge. And I burned that bridge that time. Absolutely. And I started reading a lot of books, okay? Reading marathon now. Initially, I was reading maybe one book a month or one book a week because of a lot of work at home, being a mother and, a lot of other jobs, plus a full-time job as a software engineer. But then now, since I had, I didn't have that full-time job, all I did was reading books in that time. And similar time, I also took up to running because of my bad emotional mental health. Okay. And of course, physical health also had ruined because I was all glued to this chair. Okay.
Yeah.
We all so much ignored our health because we always want to give, achieve more. I want to
Absolutely.
code more or get that award or get this thing out because my client is waiting, and we ignore our health. So I started reading, running at the same time because I realized I cannot just keep taking those anti-anxiety pills. I was on pills for more than a year. Okay, I was on, and the moment I started taking up, now I didn't take up running, totally. That one day I get up and started running 10 kilometers. No?
Correct.
When I started in 2016, it was just walking. Okay, I was not even able to walk 0.5 kilometers. Can you believe that? Not even a kilometer. Okay?
Yeah.
And why? Because when I consulted a psychologist, I was told that, you are also suffering from agoraphobia. That is moving out of your comfort zone. And what was my comfort zone? My home. The moment I stepped out of the door of the house, I used to feel like, suffocative, nausea. Even in the lift, I would feel nauseous. So 0.5 kilometers outside was also a challenge for me in 2016.
That's more like a mental state you were in, right? At that point of time.
Yes. And, physical health, mental health, I realized they're all related. Now, doctors don't tell that clearly to everyone who is suffering, probably because we are not in that state to listen. But I realized that these are all related because I'm not, now, endorphins and all those. When you are happy, how are you happy? Because your physical health is happy. You're good physically. That's when you're mentally also happy. But if there's some problem in your body, it manifests somewhere, some or the other, where in some kind of pain. And that I realized pretty later. So that's how my writing journey began, because when I was reading a lot of books, I realized, so 2014, Narendra Modi ji started following me on Twitter. And that's when I realized that I have to do something.
That's amazing.
So he had become Prime Minister, and I was like, "Aisa maine kya kiya ki he's following me on Twitter?"
That's
so
crazy.
I was engaging. So that's when actually he acted like a catalyst. So when he started following me, I was going through a bad phase, but I was like, I have to do something, kind of thank you to him. And I decided I want to write a book on him. Okay. And that's my fourth book, 9, which is a biography of Narendra Modi ji, but in a fictional way.
Right.
And so 2014, this happened. 2014, 15, 16, somehow, organically, my running and writing journey started. Because reading, in any case, I'm a voracious reader. So, I was always reading books. But that's how, it all started.
So, I think, ma'am, you never ran before 2016, or you never were into fitness before that, ever? And you were a complete bookworm? Okay.
Yes. So, now in school days, I was a sprinter. Okay. And I used to get prizes for 100 meters race and 200 meters race and relay. Okay, but once school happened and it was like totally switched off. But I'm a dancer also, so I was into parallel things, but not exactly fitness enthusiast. So I was with Shamak Dawar and I was dancing with his programs. I mean, different SPBs and all. So yes, but not actually fitness, not a freak.
Yeah. Actually, I can draw some parallels with your life because I'm also an engineer. I dropped a year before joining college and, didn't feel like doing that job. Also worked for a startup in the initial years, 2014 and all that. But living somebody else's dream. So that feeling was there. Then again, did my marketing, postgrad in marketing.
Wow.
I landed in a job again. I work for a tech services firm. But I figured it won't work out well. And I was into running since 2008. So gradually, that kind of helped me build my confidence mentally. It helped me prepare well for the future. Somehow I didn't realize then. But today, I think running has helped me even today. So I'm doing this because I built something that time and it's coming out right now.